Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's Sunday Soulful Sessions with me, your creator and host, Crysty Love. First and foremost, give me a second. I want to thank everyone who checks out my show, who comments. I know they say people look and they don't like. I like how now on Instagram we can see the looks. I'm grateful for everything. So I do have a small disclaimer for tonight's show. I am not gonna stay on too long, y'all. I'm in so much pain. I just took another Tylenol 3, I think my doctor gave me. But that was for something else. I don't know who can relate, but I have food allergies, right? It's crazy. It's all something they planned up to make money, you know how they do. But y'all, I kid you not. I'm gonna do better. Cause remember last week when I was reading about self-harm and they were like, if you eat food you're allergic to, you're self-harming. But when you hungry, people eat people when they hungry. You understand what I'm saying? So give me a break. But no, I'm gonna be a little more careful because I'm gonna tell you about this. You know, like the big things I'm allergic to, like nuts and seafood, I don't even try to go near it. But then there's like gluten and soy and grains and stuff like that I play around a bit with. But let me tell you what I figured out. And I'm gonna tell you why that's why I'm talking like this. So I figured out, right? I'm kind of my body's kind of accepting to processed foods. This other person, they're like a healer. They told me that too. It's like I think you like processed food is like go with you or something. You probably did it for so long, so we know that'll kill you. But when I step out and eat something like that I've never eaten before, I'm taking a risk. So I was at work. Sorry, job. Don't be mad at me. You know what I ate? It was delicious when I was eating it. I ate some damn vegan lasagna, but I wasn't really thinking about it's made from soy, right? Till when I offered it to someone else, they were like, no, that soy cheese is weird. So, mind you, it tore my stomach up and I was working a double. That's a whole nother show. But yeah, so that night my tongue started swelling, my lips a little bit, and it's the next week and it's still going on. So I'm gonna get better with these food allergies. Everyone who has, I don't care if it's diabetes, high blood pressure, migraines, PCOS, we have to just tighten up. Okay, it's a new month. Spring is in the air. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about the show. So March, as we know, was Women's Empower. Was it Women's History Month? I'm talking about Women Empowerment Month. It was that. It was last week we talked about multiple sclerosis. We talked about another. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to find something I'm about to read to y'all. Oh, I got it right here. How y'all doing this Sunday? It's so nice. Are we ready for spring? Everybody's out. The wind is a bit annoying, but yeah. Oh yeah, we talked about self-harm, women's history, I think, and multiple sclerosis. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about brain injury. A lot of y'all might not know I was in a crash years ago. I went through a window. You know, my head is big as hot as a rock. I came back in. I went across the highway. I went down the hill. I hit a tree. My friend, she called out, "Help, help, help us." I was unconscious. Took a helicopter. Make a long story short, had 3 surgeries on my face. I broke what I broke? My nose, my collarbone, and my hip. So concussions, brain injuries are no joke. You understand? So we're going to get into that a little bit today. And then I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about just chronic illness, period. We're going to chat about that, the self-care part of it. You understand? A lot of us deal with things. We have stuff going on. and we're just not taking care of ourselves. And let me mind you, stress, that's the number one trigger. Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about the show. The Girl Power Hour is created to be the voice that supports, exposes, and represents the daily issues that all women, gentlemen, and creatives face and must conquer in various walks of life, such as lifestyle, spirituality, daily living, health and wellness, motherhood, relationships, business, style, fashion, arts, music, and politics. We aim to break negative stereotypes in today's culture and break glass ceilings in various fields. We are dedicated to creating a platform for encouraging and exposing dope, independent talent. We're empowering leaders and people with great stories by sharing empowering testimonies through interviews and various streams of art and entertainment and leadership. So for right now, my show Sunday at 7. I'm gonna get into some other time. Somebody asked me the other day, they wanted me to start broadcasting on their channel. Well, why do you have so many days? Look, I'm not explaining my vision. What's for me is for me. What's for you is for you. Where we connect at, we connect at. The rest of my life, the rest of my business, the rest of how I operate has nothing to do with you. So that's just a little tip. I like to just drop gems throughout when I'm talking. As a woman, as an independent, as a creative, uh, we have to be careful of people who, like, God gave me the vision. He should be, you should have your own visions. When we come to meet, sometimes y'all get so much just prying, nitpicking. A lot of it's disrespectful, but thanks for my growth and my walk with the Lord. I'm just, I've grown in how I respond to people. Don't let people get under your skin, but keep it professional. You understand? And then what I realize is I don't really have to say anything to you. I don't have to be bothered by you because I never really have to talk to you again. I don't have to see you again if I don't want to. So definitely pray on your partnerships, who you linking with, who you connecting with. You understand? Because it matters. And prime example, my job has influenced me about building a network because that's what they do. They're amazing. I don't want to talk a lot about it because I don't want people knowing where I work at right now. But it influenced me. You see what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron. You hang around people that's all the way up there, eventually they gonna start pulling you up there. You hang around people that's all the way down here. I don't care if you renewed. I don't care if you are delivered and you got saved, you got baptized, you just graduated, you moved up. Some people don't care, y'all. It's always going to be poured down, poured down. But I'm happy about the influence that has been upon me to make me come online, start building my networks, start building my groups, my pages. The most recent one I started is Sign of the Times because it's so crazy. So that's what gave me the fire, though I was in pain. I was not feeling it, but we know it ain't about a feeling, is it? It ain't about a feeling. It's about your commitment and your purpose. So I looked on Instagram real quick. I have so much I want to share from social media stories. Perhaps I may do it one day on a weekday. With this young boy Hayne. These kids being killed, our children, well, all children for real, but y'all know how it is with our children. They don't get the type of exposure they should get when they are murdered and kidnapped. That's what I'm trying to say. These hangings, these racist killings that are going on places, y'all don't start it. They already started it, but don't start it. And it brought a thought to my mind. I try to be very careful what I say. You know what I mean? But I could care less if you are a popo, a Santa Claus ho-ho, you understand? A reverend. Because titles don't always mean dignity and pride. Most predators go under, leadership titles. I don't care if you was an official. I don't care. If I had children, sorry, and you hung them, like, y'all gotta start. Come on, I'm trying to say it without saying it. Like, where they live at? Where they live at? Where they shop at? Where you go do your laundry? Where you come out, bruh? Sis, whatever. Stop letting people murder y'all children. For real. Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna calm it down. And we're going to go into this part of my show that I always like to just brag about this, that it was the most popular part when I was on there when I started with Listen Vision. It's the Daily Bread. I want to do a little quick intro, right? Not that God word needs no intro, but just about putting the Lord first, hearing the Lord for yourself. You understand? Not having a person in your ear like they are the Lord. Not treating a job, your house, your shoes, your car, your hair, your phone, your tablet, whatever, as an idol in the place of the Lord. And it's something else I wanted to add in. Seek his word. Keep it close, keep it near. Don't get too comfortable. You understand? I love how Prophetess Miranda, I share her a lot, trying to encourage y'all with who inspires me. People say, how you get like this? How you get like that? This is my teacher. Follow. Look, let's talk later, and let's collaborate on, some good talk. It be silent. Nevertheless, that brought me right to today's daily bread. Because guess what it say? look how God is just putting this thing up for me. Look. Sit quietly. I just said it'd be quiet. It'd be quiet when I want to talk about things that are abounding and financially empowering. You understand? But nevertheless, still blessed. Sit quietly in my presence while I bless you. Make your mind like a still pool of water. In my sufficiency, as you consider the challenges this day presents, do not wear yourself out by worrying about whether you can cope with the pressures. Keep looking at me and communicating with me as we walk through this day together. Take time to rest by the wayside, for I am not in a hurry. A leisurely pace accomplishes more than hurried striving. You hear that? Keep your eye out for hurry, rush. I need it right now, right now, right now, right now. You understand? When you rush, you forget who you are. When you rush, you forget who you are. Jesus. And whose you are. Amen. Remember that you are royalty in my kingdom. Shout out to Tasha Cobb. That royalty album, y'all. Oh, it got me through a time. Got me through a season. You hear me? Psalms 37:3, Romans 8:16, Peter 2:9. So what I like to do too, I'm gonna read 2 today because this is like a double dose I'm gonna give you all. This weekend, I kind of had big plans in my mind, but probably wouldn't have gone through with them because I told y'all about this little allergy thing. But I thought I was getting paid. There has been a time in my life where being under pressure, being around negativity, having, something on my back, someone on my back about money. You understand? You can miss your blessing when you don't know, when you come desperate, when you come angry, when you have the wrong influence in your ear. Handle it like this. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't that serious. When you can get to a piece where ain't nothing that serious for real, like, okay. Because for a long time, I know what it's like to always have people push your buttons. That's just to get a rise out of you. Let me tell you something. We are born with purpose, with gifts, with greatness. When we spend time with people, relationship, it can be relationship, it can be family. Y'all, we want to go top tier. That's where I'm at in my life. I want to go top tier. If it's mediocre, if I got a funny vibe, if it got to feel funny, if I'm there for you, you ain't there for me. I bless you. But I want to fellowship on a high level. I want to hear advice that's going to push me to the top, not that's going to keep me stagnated or going in a circle. So sometimes we get around people, we might let people in, you understand? And who they y'all gonna show? I was just watching Prophetess Miranda, watch her today with this new, I couldn't even finish it, I'm gonna finish it later. She was talking about residue. You understand how residue be on us? She was breaking down the different kinds of residue and how it can prevent us from moving forward. You understand? So yeah, all that. So this next one, I wasn't finished. Not all that. It's gonna be all that in 1 second. My last point was this: like, instead of always, like, some of y'all, you complain so much, bro. It's sickening. You understand? You're pointing out everything wrong all the time. What's right? You're pointing out everybody's flaws all the time. You understand? Cover them. Cover them. If I can't help you, teach you, or build with you, guess what? After a while, I'm not going to be talking to you. I'm not going to be around you anymore. I'm going to bless you from afar. You understand? So when something doesn't work out, instead of getting mad, this happen when you put God first. Maybe the Lord got something else for me to do today. Maybe I'm supposed to just chill. Maybe I'm supposed to just relax. Maybe I'm supposed to just straighten up. Maybe I'm supposed to just, work on this or work on that. I started playing some old school gospel. It was ringing out of my balcony. People was coming past. They stopped. What is that music? It's amazing. It's so beautiful. Like, what is this? Old school gospel. Look it up on YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes the Lord has a different plan than from what we planning. So be open to a miracle. Be open for something new. Don't be so stuck in your head, stuck. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all, I ain't playing. You're so stuck on, like, when I'm in my mind, I'm in my mode. But the second that the Lord intervenes, or even I get some uplifting inspiration, I switch. A lot of y'all ain't switching. Y'all don't hear. You don't care. You're stuck in the confusion. Free yourself. So check this one out. It goes right along with what I'm saying. And after this, we're going to get into a little bit of tips about brain awareness and chronic illness. Watch your words diligently. Words have such great power to bless or to wound. When you speak carelessly or negatively, you damage others as well as yourself. The ability to verbalize is an awesome privilege, granted only to those I created in my image. You need help in wielding this mighty power of responsibility. Though the world applauds quick-witted retorts, my instruction about communication are quite different. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. People can't take that. People can't take when you just be quick to listen and slow to speak. And slow to become angry. You understand? You understand? Some things are just said to get under your skin, to irritate you, to throw you off, to hurt you, to make you feel abandoned, to make you feel rejected, to make you feel like less than. You understand? It's a form of witchcraft. Let me go back a bit. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Ask my spirit to help you whenever you speak. I have trained you to pray, help me, Holy Spirit, before answering the phone. And have you seen the benefits of this discipline? It's not until I find you're really trying your best to be better and to be upright and to grow that you can see how negative a lot of things are. Because when you other, you other. When you in it, you in it. When you feeling a certain way, you feeling insignificant, you feeling mad, you might be, depressed a little bit. And sometimes when you're feeling like that, you draw to negativity. But when you're trying to, you understand? When you like up here, you want to stay up here and you want to be in the good spirit, you can, it's like a lot of conversations are tug of war. Simply apply the same discipline to communicating with people around you. If they are silent, pray before speaking to them. If they are talking, pray before responding. These are split-second prayers, but they put you in touch with my presence. In this way, your speaking comes under the control of my spirit. As positive speech patterns replace your negative ones, the increase in your joy will amaze you. Proverbs 12:18, James 1:19, and Ephesians 4:29. Let me tell you something. Because I don't feel good when I gotta bomb somebody out or go there with you. You understand? It's not a good feeling. Speaking life is mandatory. It is mandatory, y'all. I can definitely relate with the being very careful. Like some conversations you got to be, it's not a free vibe. You know what I mean? You you're listening and you're listening, and you respond with a God spin on it. You understand? It's not easy to not get on the negative, but you got to choose. Negative, you're going to stay on the God walk. You're going to step yourself back a few notches just from your conversation with somebody, or you're going to remain how you're supposed to be. And let me tell you something. If this got to be a struggle with me and you or anyone, you know the rest. Okay, so let me see. What's this here? We're going to talk about. Oh, no. Bear with me, y'all, because I'm trying to see my notes properly. And a lot is going to be uprising on my show. Music, everything. Even this site I'm on here, I can do other stuff, but I don't know how to do it all yet. So it's step by step, day by day. Okay. 1 second. Also, DC Live Suite 202 Poetic Justice is returning. That's an event I started a few years ago, back when Trayvon Martin situation had occurred. And it's going to be U Street, DC. So I'm seeking talent. Okay? 1 second, because I got to tell you something. One second. You know how to find me on Instagram at the Girl Power Hour. Then I had to start a new one, which is at the Girl Power Hour brand. Okay? What's this nonsense? Hold up, y'all. Because I want to tell you about this casting. I have 2 dates coming up. So one's going to be like the actual casting. And then the next month, we're going to have the show. Clean music. I'm going to throw out some themes out there. We want to get back to like the poetry in hip hop. Musicians, as creative people, and I'm just speaking, right? They jamming out there. I'm just speaking from the heart. Like, as creative people, there's been a serious shift in entertainment. We should be happy about it. You know how sometimes we wait and we're so impatient for things, and it feels like the blink of an eye when things change and you have an opportunity. But are we prepared? That's why what you talk about, who you're around, all that stuff, it matters so much, because distractions are real, and they're the only like thing really in between us, purpose, destiny, goals, and all that stuff, right? So I was thinking how coming up, we all had these we all had these visions and dreams, oh, Hollywood, or, you know, making it big, yada, yada. But it's so real to see in your lifetime it all crumble, it all fall, the truth to come out. You understand? I would like to see more of us uniting, building. Like when something falls, that's an opportunity. You understand? If the pizza store across the street shut down on Friday and they're the hottest selling thing on the block, somebody gonna be like, "Oh, Bob, let me get up in there now, and I'm gonna take that money." You see what I'm saying? That's how I think. That's what my head be on. Opportunity, but all you gotta do is just stick in there, hang in there, get your income coming in, and start working on these ideas, investing. But I was saying that to say that we want to get back to the harder things, like how you feeling. I don't want to hear this new chaos. I'm not even about to get on that right now, but like this chaotic vibe in music, like we don't want to hear that. Oh, you know what I forgot? Why can't I see the time? Oh, I can. So at 7:30, I'm gonna stop and come back on for a few more minutes for the closing. But yeah, so if you know somebody, send them my way. Talented, send them my way. Send them my way. Thank y'all who have reshared my ads. Thank you. I'm someone I meet. These be the people I never met. I got one guy. I don't even know how to say his name. Things like Israelite, but thank you, brother. He tagged like 50 people when I post something. He knows a lot of artists. Networking is key. Us as a race, as a people, we got to come together. We so stuck on petty. We so stuck on stupid. You see how they do, right? They can hate each other, but they'll get together, they'll build, they'll have wealth, pass it down generations, just to mock us, just to stop us. We can't even unite. We can't even get along. We can't even talk about generational health and generational wealth. And you understand what I'm saying? We gotta rise up out of that, y'all. If you know me, you know you get me, I got you. You know that y'all know that this positive music thing, it's always been my thing. You understand? Ain't no this, ain't no that. But then when you have someone there, because and then it's just this is for everyone. You have people, everyone has people close and near to them. Support them. Like their stuff when you come online. Like our stuff when you come online. Share our stuff. It should be like this. It should be like this. Till one day we got so much cake we don't even need to do. It should be like this. You understand? Yes, I've said enough. Can I go into this? So yeah, I want to share a few tips, right? About brain injury. So it says here, if you've had a brain injury, vitamin D and vitamin K have been associated with lowering the risk of conditions like dementia and cognitive impairment, which are more likely. I didn't even know it was a vitamin K. Write things down that may be harder than usual for you to remember. I think that's everybody today because it's crazy. Um, if you're easily distracted, try to do one thing at a time. For example, don't watch TV while fixing dinner. Consult with family members and close friends when making important decisions. Do not neglect your basic needs, such as eating and getting enough rest. That's very big, y'all. Avoid sustained computer use, including computer video games, early in the recovery process. Some people report that flying in airplanes make their concussions worse. Talk with your healthcare professional about when you can return to work. Ask about how you can help your employer understand what has happened to you. Consider talking with your employer about returning to work gradually and about changing your work activities or schedule until you recover. Here's a few more tips for adults that have been injured by a brain injury. Get plenty of sleep at night and rest during the day. Avoid activities that are physically demanding, heavy house cleaning, weightlifting, working out, or require a lot of concentration. Balancing your checkbook they can make your symptoms worse and slow your recovery. Sometimes it's just a time frame. We have to pace ourselves and slow down. Like when I had long COVID, you got to pace yourself. You understand? You're out of breath, you're tired, you in pain, you're coughing, you know. But pacing can, just help you get through the day. It's a step by step, and this too shall pass. When your healthcare professional says you are well enough, return to your normal activities gradually, not all at once. Okay. Great tips, great tips. Just relax. We got such a problem these days with relaxing, especially as kind of like overachievers, busybody, creative brains, entrepreneurs, and so forth. It's true, sometimes you feel guilty when you're not doing anything, but rest matters. Don't get that twisted. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so I'm gonna come off because it's 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back on and I'm gonna close the show. I'm gonna share a few more tips about people living with brain injury, talk a little bit about chronic illness because it wraps up all of the illnesses for this month, the self-harm and the multiple sclerosis. If you missed last week's show, you can see it on my YouTube, The Girl Power Hour. Please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. I need to start doing like the other, you know, podcasters and content creators do. They say that a lot. Click that subscribe button, click that. So I'm learning. Bear with me. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm gonna come back on in a second. We're gonna close this thing out. Okay. Peace.